If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is November the 18th, 2023, and today the topic is be patient, wait on the Lord. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. I hope that you all had a fabulous Friday. Mine was just fine. Thank you to those of you all that tuned in to last night's episode of the GSL Talk Show. If you missed it, then you guys can go and check it out at godsexandlove.com. Of course, it was with Mr. Joseph Leonard. And, I know he might have a colorful vocabulary and things of that nature, but I think a lot of the things he had to share and say made a lot of sense, and hopefully it can be encouraging and inspiring to you wherever you are in your life, especially in regards to the choices you make politically and things of that nature. But anywho, man, my Friday was cool. I know I was sharing with my husband at some point when he got back from hustling in the streets. I was telling him, I was like, man, every time I think about adding onto my plate on my quote-unquote off days, because technically I have like Monday, Tuesday, and Friday that are usually kind of open, and then y'all know I got like Thursday, that's a regular work day, Sunday, that's a regular work day, and then Wednesday has become a bit of a work day. And so, but anyway, sometimes I feel like, man, I got these 3 open days that I could be doing something else, but then every time I think about adding on something else, I had a day like yesterday. And what I mean is that basically after I did the juice, I had 2 people sign up for the GSL Talk Show. And so I had to do that. And then I've, being a mom and whatnot as well. NJ's been a little bit under the weather the past couple of days. And so I've been trying to do my part in that, as well as take care of myself. Because again, when one person gets something, then the other person gets something. And the interesting thing is these days is that I don't know if I can tell, or that my body, maybe I'm just coming in tune with my body or something. I don't know, but even before like the regular cold symptoms start to form, it's like if I feel a little extra something, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like whatever that feeling is before a cold forms, I've taken notice to that now too. Soon as I feel that, I start to taking some medicine. And I've noticed that as I do that, that speeds up the process. Usually, I would know the little genuine process of having a quote-unquote cold. It would go from a scratchy throat to the nose running to the coughing to, you know what I mean? Or maybe the scratchy throat to the coughing to the nose running to the sneezing and all of that, blowing your nose. And then ultimately, kind of end up with little sore throat, however the little thing goes. Yeah, y'all might know the process. But I noticed that by doing that, it just I bypass all the symptoms to a certain extent, but then just kind of have some slight things. And so last night I kind of felt myself kind of being on the last leg, and I was like, I need some tea. I should have been drinking tea the past few days, but I was feeling that last little bit of scratchy throatness or whatever. But so anywho, I guess I say all that to say, yeah, that's pretty much what yesterday looked like. And then on top of that, your girl went live again later on that evening because my Thanksgiving wine order came. And so, usually I do unboxings and things of that nature. So yeah, I went live again. So technically your girl did 4 shows yesterday. If you count the juice and you count the last live. and then I pre-recorded the other two shows, which is so funny because sometimes, like before I get ready to log in with the people and stuff, I'll be like, kind of tired, da 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 da. But then as soon as I log in and have these amazing conversations, I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that I was able to meet the people and hear their testimonies and hear the things that God is doing with them, for them, and through them. And this is just an amazing journey, man. So thank you to the individuals I interviewed yesterday. Thank you to anybody that has shown interest in being on the platform of GSL, who has come and shared their testimonies and everything like that. It's just been amazing. I hope that you guys take some time and check out the content. We have like so much content at this point that, I mean, I don't know, y'all, look, y'all can binge watch us like some other type of show. I don't know. But I don't know, that's just something else I'm just thinking about every now and then. Like, should I add on to my plate? I know my husband and even my homeboy, Kelvin, they both kind of joke on me every now and then. They was like, what aren't you doing at this point? Because, yeah, your girl has a lot of endeavors and things. But, I mean, I guess, like I tell them, man, I guess for me, I'm just looking at it as just wanting to use my gifts and talents. You know what I mean? Like, these are things I'm able to do. I'm just trying to use the gifts and, for the glory and honor of the Lord and things of that nature. But anywho, that's what yesterday looked like for me. So this morning, obviously, I woke up this morning, I guess technically late and whatnot. I know my husband even commented on that this morning, talking about the juice come out whenever. It comes out whenever at this point, and I know it does. I mean, again, if y'all want to hold me accountable to coming out at 6, by all means, you can comment below and hold me accountable, X, Y, and Z. A lot of times, like I said, I think for me at this point, I feel like there's some purpose to it coming out at different times. But hey, again, maybe y'all like Miracle, you slipping, slacking, whatever y'all want to say in the comments, you can say, if y'all want to hold me accountable to the 6 a.m. But hey, at least you're going to get some juice at some point. Because at least I'm not like, a few years ago, I definitely was like, oh, I woke up late, no juice today, you know what I'm saying? So at least you're still going to get it. And like I said, I do believe that, it's right on time for whoever you are. So anyway, let's get into this conversation, y'all. Be patient, wait on the Lord. This ain't nothing new. This is something that I know we all as believers have heard, dealt with, had to do, and everything like that. And you might not want to hear that today. That might be pulp to hear somebody say, be patient and wait on the Lord. But, I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. Like, as a business lady and things of that nature, I get that things happening in a timely fashion and being on time and all these things are very, very important. But then there's something to leaving room and space for the Lord to do whatever He wants to do. I think one thing that can be a clear example of this in my life is this book I've been waiting on. I've been telling y'all for over a year now that, hey, the book is coming. I'm working on this book. And it's like I'm getting everybody else's stuff out. And then I haven't published anything since, 2021 or something like that. I can't remember. No, probably like 2022. Maybe I did publish something earlier last year. But, yeah, so basically, I've been waiting on this book and everything. The illustrations, partially it was me because I was, paying on the illustrations. But once the illustrations got done, I'm like, okay, boom, that's the hard part. Now it's all about just getting the final formatting and editing X, Y, and Z. So in my mind, earlier this year, I'm thinking, it's going to come out this summer. Y'all know that summer that came and gone. Then I was like, well, it's better that it comes out in the fall because, the book is themed kind of like fall, winter stuff going on, Basically, the funny thing is the character got sick in the book and, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, fall and winter is cool, because that's usually the time people getting sick anyway. And y'all see that it's almost December. And my book still ain't out. But, hey, I still got joy. I still have peace of mind in this moment. because I know that, hey, man, at the end of the day, it's going to come out when it's supposed to come out. I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. I'm just waiting on the Lord. Like, yeah, I'm waiting on the editor too. But I'm waiting on the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting. Obviously, for some reason, it don't need to come out right now. So, it's going to come out when it's supposed to come out. And I think we all should take on that mindset when it comes to, the things that we desire and just, and whenever God tells us to wait and be patient again. Listen, I told y'all all about it in the cultivation period, a single Christian's journey. That, yeah, that was one of my main things that I had to practice, y'all. Waiting and being patient. And it's something that I'm talking to my son about almost every day. Be patient, kid. And everything like that. But, yeah, I know it's something that we don't want to do. We want microwave blessings, we want things quick and in a hurry and things of that nature. But I don't know if this, was inspired by my husband and X, Y, and Z, but I know he did mention last night about having to, appreciate the journey. And I think I've been on that path as well of, and that's why you guys see me celebrating each moment, each milestone, things of that nature. I had to learn to do things like that because I was always so focused on the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And then I look back and realize, man, I missed out on the journey, right? I overlooked, actually going through and celebrating and stuff like that. Like, I see people celebrate their years in business, things of that nature. I probably hit a few milestones with my business that I didn't even celebrate, and that's just with the entertainment, theatrical production side of my business. But y'all see with GSL, I've been trying to be very intentional about celebrating and about, paying attention to the growth in the process of getting to where we are and things of that nature. And so it's been a beautiful thing just to focus on today. And as the Bible tells us, let tomorrow worry about itself and things of that nature. So again, if you just need a little bit of reminder to be patient and wait on the Lord, here go some verses. So Romans 12:12, it says, rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. These are all practical things if you really think about it. It's telling us what to do instead of, being impatient, instead of, pointing our finger at the Lord, whichever one you pointing at him, and saying, Lord, why not now? I'm ready now, whatever the case may be. Here's some things we can do instead. We can rejoice in the hope, right? We can be patient in the tribulation, and again, I know me and the lady I was speaking with yesterday was reiterating this thing about, again, there's going to be tribulation, there's going to be ups and downs in life, let's not pretend like everything is supposed to be peaches and cream, and as she mentioned yesterday, happily ever after, or things of that nature. There's going to be tribulation, so what we need to do is be patient in the midst of it. And then last but not least, that verse is telling us to be constant in prayer. I guess we tend to just, I don't know if we use prayer as a last resort sometimes, or we just don't think about the power of prayer and things of that nature. But, again, it's all about how you look at things. And this verse is telling us 3 practical ways and 3 practical things to do in the midst of our journey, So, hey, let me keep going and give you guys another verse. It's Galatians 6:9. It says, and let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Again, living witness. Like back in the day when the Lord was taking me through my journey, and I'm like, Lord, what are we doing? Why am I waiting so long? Why do I got to give up this and that? Things ain't making sense. And then look, in due season, your girl is telling y'all almost every day what the Lord has done. And I'm grateful. Like I said, I'm grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for that time of I guess, repentance in my life. That time of being like, you know what, Lord, I didn't understand it then, but I'm surely grateful for it now, So yeah, don't be weary in well doing, friends. I mean, I know it don't feel good all the time because, again, you see the enemy winning, right? You see those that don't care about righteousness and things of that nature. You see them, quote unquote, prospering, or it seems that way at least. I I got a verse that kind of addresses that. Yeah, let me go ahead and share it. It's Psalm 37:7. It says, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the man who carries out evil devices." At the end of the day, they're going to reap what they sow. Like, you don't want to be like them. I know they might be, it look like they winning. It look like, oh, they got this and they got that, X, Y, and Z. But, again, people are going to reap what they sow. So, you might want to go ahead and sow righteousness, right? Because ultimately you're going to reap righteousness. You sow patience, you're going to reap some patience at some point. You know, and not only the patience of God, but then the patience of others for you, right? In the places where you fall short and things of that nature. So, you know, all these things will come together and work together for our good. But, you know, so like I said, this is just a nice little reminder again to just be patient, wait on the Lord, and I guess ultimately that is the juice this morning. Yes, y'all can go deeper. Plenty of verses in the Go Deeper section. Yes, there's even an article at gotquestions.org that's called, "What Does It Mean to Wait on the Lord?" Go check all these things out if you need to, and everything like that. But like I said, that's ultimately the juice this morning. And I hope that it is encouraging and inspiring to you. Now, the Bible verse of today is Micah 7:7. It says, "Therefore I will look unto the Lord. I will wait for the Lord, for the God of my salvation. My God will hear me." If y'all need a confirmation, there it is. The Bible verse of today that I looked at after the Lord gave me the juice. That's all I got to say to y'all. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And I look forward to talking to y'all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
Everyone is stuck at home, but life is still happening around us every day. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and celebrations. Send your friends and family the gift of wine from the comforts of home. Wine shop at home with Miracle of Wine. Wine, gift baskets, wine accessories, and more at miracleofwine.com.